Hello and welcome back to Teacher Kenny's Say With Me Pronunciation video course. Man, that's a long sentence, but I'm glad you're here today. Now this lesson today, this is video number 25. Oh my gosh, yeah. So we're getting on good. This lesson today will be pretty easy. It's how we're going to use the letters, A-W and A-U, how they sound in sentences and how they relate to other letters that are near them. Remember, lots of sounds of English, especially one, A-U, that's two vowels. And a W can sometimes act like a vowel, so A and W, they have a particular sound. And sometimes they're the same, sometimes they're a little different. Now, one thing you'll notice with our lesson today, we've been kind of getting away from the R's just a little bit. I think the next video we got more R's, but L. When you see an L, it's almost always pronounced somehow, because L is such a big word, a big letter in English. So when I read off this vocabulary, things like fault, and you hear that L, fault. So whenever you see an L, make sure you listen to the native speaker. Make sure that how we say that, and that'll make you for some really good pronunciation. So other than that, today's lesson should not be that hard. Just be aware of the all, and like all. We got like one sound that's just like all, all. Then we turn it into an L on the other words. Maybe a little tricky, but it should be easy. So what we'll do, we'll get on with this vocabulary, and we'll have some sentences. And I think you'll find today's lesson not so hard. But we got a good one coming up. So anyhow, we'll see you at the vocabulary, okay? So take care. I hope you're ready. I know I am. Okay, so here we are with the special sounds of how A-W and A-U are used in sentences. Pay special attention to words that have an L in them. Anytime you see an L in a sentence, it has to be pronounced. It's very important. That's a big sound in English. So listen to some of these differences in these words. Are you ready? Let's go look at line number 1. Pause. Hear that? Pause. Fault. All right, now see that's got an L in it, and you can hear the all. Fault. That's that L making its presence known. Okay, so the next word is the boy's name, Paul. And astronaut. Line number 2, thaw. So it's got that all sound. Audio. Straw. Hear that really strong all sound? Straw. Auto. Line number 3, launch. Gnaw. And you notice the G, it's not gnaw, it's gnaw. The G is silent. Pause. Gawk. Line number 4, just say with me, ball. Can you hear that? Ball. All. Cause. Law. Line number 5. Laud. It's not loud, it's laud. Raw. Shawl. Now you hear that L just a little bit at the end. Shawl. Sauce. Line number 6. Saw. Claw. Vault. And aunt. Now in American English, that a lot of times we will say our aunt, like Aunt Mabel, instead of Aunt Mabel. That's a British American thing. Usually if you hear somebody say my aunt, they're British. And when you hear somebody say my aunt, that's an American pronunciation. So I thought I'd let you know. Let's go look at our sentences, and we'll have some sentences here. Looks like we got 5 sentences to work with. Remember, just repeat after me and stop the video if you need to, and repeat. Sentence number 1. Don't gawk at the tall author. Let me repeat it again. Don't gawk at the tall author. Sentence number 2. The astronaut's launch was flawed. Say with me. The astronaut's launch was flawed. And flawed, that can be a little hard sometimes. Remember, got the flawed. Sentence number 3. Thaw the hawk and eat it raw. Ooh, eating a hawk. Let me say it again. Thaw the hawk and eat it raw. Sentence number 4. Paul's aunt wears a shawl in the autumn. Okay, now autumn might be a confusing word because of the MN at the end. Just listen to me say it again. Paul's aunt wears a shawl in the autumn. See, the N is really silent. And our last sentence, we saw a hawk's claw on the lawn. And lawn, you can hear that said several different ways. You got lawn or lawn. We saw the hawk's claw. We saw a hawk's claw on the lawn. Now, keep saying that. Keep working on that. Every day if you have to, and get it right. But that's the end of today's lesson, and I hope we'll see you here really, really soon. Like the next lesson. See you later. Bye-bye.